Applying for a small business loan, BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When property owners in Bismarck and Mandan seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Oh, it's hockey night in the WDA. From the VFW Sports Center tonight, the Mandan Braves have crossed the Big Muddy, and they're here to take on the Bismarck Demons. Good to have you tuned in to the PSP Network this evening on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes or less. Locations in Mandan, Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Hi again, hockey fans, alongside the former University of Minnesota Duluth Bulldog, the former Chicago Blackhawk, Mike Peluso, Todd Darmries, welcoming you to the press box. Says, hey, the Mandan Braves and the Bismarck Demons. I think every time I've done a Mandan-Bismarck game, there's always a spat, is the best way I can say it, right? It's just a good rivalry, is I guess what it is.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it's one of those situations where it's cross town. I don't care if you're over in Grand Forks or if you're Fargo Moorhead or what it is. It seems like when there's a river that divides the two teams, there's a little additive incentive for some reason. So
I'm sure you had a couple good tussles with the Mandan Braves.
I did as a coach. I never got to play them, as a player. They weren't in the league. It went back when we played. So things changed shortly after I had left to go play junior hockey. But certainly, we had some interesting battles, especially over there in those early years. And it was good intensity, and that's always great for the kids. And games they'll remember for a lifetime.
Mandan swept Bismarck High last year, winning 7-1 in this early season matchup at the VFW, and then 3-zip later on at the Starion Sports Complex. These two teams have split their last 10. Last Bismarck win was 2013, a 3-1 win at the Starion Sports Complex. So I guess first things first, a former player of yours, Stephen Dora, is now the head man for the Bismarck Demons, and it's a staff littered with former players that were a part of that 2014 state championship team.
Yeah, there's three former players that I coached that are on that bench, and I'm knowing the quality people that they are. Obviously getting a chance to coach all three of them. I mean, they're going to try to do the right things. They're going to try to get these kids to one, be accountable, two, work hard, and play for the logo on the front of the jersey rather than the name on the back. So I think those young men are going to do a good job. It's going to be a slow build. I mean, it comes down to numbers, and they're going to have to reestablish themselves and try to, get kids to buy in and play a certain way. And, once they start getting that going again, things will start looking much better for the Bismarck High Demons.
Now, while we're talking about the Demons, let's jump right into our player profiles tonight, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air, 25 years experience. As your heating and air experts, you can find them online at northern-plains.com. And hey, we're going to go right into the net. The sophomore netminder, Owen Dieter, off to a really good start. I mean, this guy's his trajectory is really good, I think, and just got a nice presence in the net.
Yeah, I've watched him play now a couple times so far this year, and it seems like he's pretty quiet in there. And he's got a good good counterpart on the bench with Quinn Ackerman being a former goalie, so I'm sure they're working with him each and every day. And he's going to have to be big. He's going to see a lot of pucks this season. He's going to have to try to steal a few games for these guys.
Yeah, he stood on his head in the game up in Minot just a few nights ago, and the numbers so far are really good. Is a 3.25 goals against average, and he's eaten a lot of pucks. 92.1% save percentage on a team that's I'd say you'd probably say it for both these teams tonight. They're goal challenged right now. The offense will come, but it's a little delayed right now early in the season for both the Demons and the Braves.
Yeah, and that's typical for early starts, especially with young teams. You're trying to get them to figure out how to play first and foremost, but at the end of the day, you got to figure out a way to create offense. I mean, you can't win many hockey games, 1-0. So you definitely got to put the puck in the net, and that's something that they'll have to work on every day at practice.
Well, and speaking of putting the puck in the net, as we switch our Northern Plains Heating and Air player profile over to the Mandan Braves side, this young guy can certainly do it. Carson Jers, 37 points a year ago and leading the team in points thus far this season. Hasn't put one in the back of the net yet, but has got 4 assists to start. And it kind of starts and ends with Carson Jers offensively for Mandan.
Well, it really does. I think him and Mr. Anderson, I think those two are kind of key cogs of that team. I mean, they both skate really well. Certainly, they're leaders too. They're wearing the letters. So obviously, they're expected to carry the mail, and I'm sure they'll get her going.
And for a goal scorer, when you haven't popped one in and all of a sudden in your 5th and 6th game, it's kind of like starting the baseball season on an 0 for 20 slump, not getting a hit. You just got to find that first one, right?
Yeah, you know, the biggest thing with the goal scorers, I mean, if you're getting your opportunities, you're all right. If you're not getting your opportunities, then you got to adjust your game. But, you know, I look back at my senior year of college. I mean, this is probably the greatest example ever. I got switched from a center to a right wing. And, you know, and I had averaged basically 20 goals a year up until that point. It was Christmas time, and I think I had like 4 goals at Christmas time. And I was pretty depressed, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. I was getting some opportunities, but I wasn't real comfortable at the wing. And I came back after Christmas, kind of found my niche, got a little confidence, and I think I finished the year off with 27 goals. So it's, you know, it's the old adage: keep shooting pucks, keep doing the right things. Sooner or later, it'll start to fall.
Now there's your player profiles tonight. Owen Dieter, the netminder for the Bismarck Demons. And Carson Jers, I'm going to say he's going to be the leading point getter by the time the season is done for the Mandan Braves. He's that good, and that talent, those goals and those points will come for the Mandan Braves. All right, fans, take a time out. Our pregame show rolls on. We'll have much more to come. We'll dig into the standings. We got top producers, and got a chance to catch up with first-year head coach Stephen Dora for the Bismarck Demons and one of the co-coaches for the Mandan Braves, Marshall Cheetah. We'll have that and more as we get set for the drop of the puck tonight from the VFW. Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that won't slow you down. 15 minutes or less. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. More after this break on the PSP Network.
We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Todd Domrey's Mike Peluso back at the VFW All Seasons Arena. I call it the Sports Center sometimes. It's all the above. As I was up in the mezzanine earlier, and place was 1985, 1986, 1987. They started, doing the games here. It just dawned on me that, man, this place is like 40 years old.
Yeah, it's old. I mean, obviously with my dad being one of the main founders of this place as a rink manager for all those years. I mean, I remember it being built. I mean, their first hockey game they played in here with Bismarck Century, there was literally sandbags holding the boards up. That's what held the boards up. But, they wanted to get that first game, under its belt in this barn, and it was the old Civic Center boards, and it was ratty. There was no locker rooms down there. It was kind of makeshift. Yeah, this place has come a long way, but you're right. It's 40 years old. I mean, It's it always summons it to a 10-pound potato bag trying to hold 100 pounds of potatoes. So sooner or later, something's got to give in this community, and we got to see if we can't get something built that's got a little bit of a flair to it with some luxury suites and things of that nature. So
that's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Good to have John Haugen, one of the best in the business, running the camera, producing for us tonight here at the VFW. And Mike, let's jump into the standings as still really early on. Some teams have got 4 or 5 games under their belts. Others maybe a couple less than that. But you got Jamestown, Minot, Williston undefeated in the conference right now. And yours and my eyes kind of go to the Magicians this year. Obviously, they were the coach's pick, and they're going to be hard to beat in the West region.
Yeah, they are. They've just got a few elements on that team with a couple really good forwards, a couple pretty good defensemen, and a really good goalie. And I'll tell you what, a lot of times – that's what you need. And then the rest of the guys kind of build up from there. They start playing better, and next thing you know, you got a pretty good hockey team by the end of the year.
Yeah, and they bring back a lot of firepower, too, when you got Panasuk and Morelli, and that's just a good group. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. They are playing across town, another game on the PSP Network, as Minot has traveled down to take on Century down at the Walker Complex. So the other games we'll be tracking for you tonight on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. You got Williston at Hazen. I just realized that I got to get my glasses on. Grand Forks Central is at Davies. Some of that print is a little bit too small for these mid-50-year eyes.
It's tough getting old.
Yeah, I noticed you got your B-speckles on.
Yeah, I lost her at 40.
West Fargo is at Grand Forks Red River tonight. Minot at Century, as we mentioned, our other game on the PSP Network night, and Hockey Nights in North Dakota. Fargo South Shanley is at West Fargo Cheyenne. Red River is at Devil's Lake tonight, and Legacy is out in Dickinson. There's your games on the PSP Network. All right, Mike, let's take a glance at the top producers in the state of North Dakota right now. These numbers and the standings brought to you by Shields. They got all the sporting goods possible, and they're a proud sponsor of the PSP Network. So obviously a guy, we saw his game one, Bryce Mattern, leading the state in points. I don't think there's any surprise up top that he's leading the state in scoring right now.
No, not from my eyes. I mean, obviously getting a chance to coach him this fall, I saw him do this in the Elite League, so this isn't surprising me at all. I would say he's going to be in that very high upper echelon with points by the end of the season. But you know what? That's good. That's kind of one of those things too, where we just talked about Minot. You got one guy, everybody's chasing him. You know what I mean? I just think that breeds just good hockey for everybody.
Yeah, Mac Morelli, number 10 in the state right now, had a 6-point night. He's got 7 points overall. And Peyton Getzlaff, the kid that you see his picture there, is off to a nice start with 8 points. You got Chase Collings, Cooper DeZiel, and it's a lot of good goal scorers and guys that are putting the puck in the back of the net early on this season. That'll be fun as we traverse the remainder of the season and see how that stuff kind of shakes out as we get going. And you talk about getting going. How about the PSP Network this week, folks?
Holy moly.
I'll challenge you to find a media outlet in the state that is producing content on a nightly and weekly basis like that is what's happening this week in the PSP Network.
Well, you got Monday off. No, that's impressive. That is very impressive.
I mean, that's one of the most jam-packed weeks we've had.
That's really good.
This is regular season, folks. We got a doubleheader hockey tonight. We got girls basketball, Turtle Mountain and Minot North. The Shiloh DLB game was actually canceled tonight due to weather. So Thursday night we got doubleheader, girls and boys wrestling and Century and Legacy. That'll be fun. John Gums, Chuck Claremont on the call of that. Girls basketball on Thursday, Drake Animus and Glenburn. Friday, you got the North boys hosting Turtle Mountain again. Shiloh at DLB in boys basketball. We'll be down to Linton shootout for number 1 West Hope versus number 10 Linton HMB. That's a nice Class B boys basketball season opener. And then a couple other games in that Linton shootout. Napoleon Center Stanton and Strasburg, Glenelg and Hebron. And then on Saturday, we'll wrap the week up with Horace at Minot High and boys hockey again. Dickinson at Minot High School. Should be a great week of action here on the PSP Network as we close in on the holidays. And be sure to like and follow us on our social media channels of Facebook and Twitter to find out all the latest happenings on the PSP Network. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you're notified every time we bring you live content. We like to promote local athletes here at the PSP Network. All right, fans, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back, and we mentioned we got a chance to catch up with both head coaches. We'll get a word with co-head coach Marshall Cheetah and the Mandan Braves and find out what's going on with the Braves camp right here early season. Getting set for hockey tonight from the VFW. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Mandan in town to take on the Demons. More after this break on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Pregame show, and we're pleased to be joined right now by one of the co-coaches for the Mandan Braves, Marshall Cheetah. And hey, Coach, we're 4 or 5 games into the campaign here so far. How do you like from where the team started in preseason, got through those early practices? How do you like where the team is right now?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a shorter preseason than we've had in the years past, so we were pretty aggressive in trying to get ready and prepared for the season. And so I think we've prepared well. We played a lot of quality opponents so far this season, and so we like the way that sets us up for the rest of the season going forward.
And as a coach, you don't want to be playing your best in November and early December, so it is a growth pattern, right? You're probably not even put all your stuff in quite yet.
Yeah, there's elements of that, definitely, but we have kind of in the last few years maybe it hasn't started as well as we wanted, and we think the way we're playing with our group right now is a way that we really like, and so we're hoping that with that growth pattern that we can even hit higher ceilings when it comes to the end of the year.
And, as all coaches do, you guys are kind of tinkering it a little bit. You got that Jors line with Logan Renner, and you've been kind of mixing. You got Logan Blair with those guys tonight, but what's that thought process, and how do you go about kind of making those decisions?
Yeah, it's just about kind of having quality throughout our lineup, and Jors and Renner are 2 guys that are easy to play with, and so those other spots can get filled by different players, whether it's Trinity being up there and adding some speed, or Logan Blair who can bury some pucks. So it just all kind of depends on our lineup and even sometimes who's going.
And I get to come across the river tonight playing the VFW against a Bismarck Demon team. You swept them last year. I guess what are a couple keys to success for the Braves tonight if you're going to pick up a W here?
Yeah, we want to improve on our special teams, right? Not giving up any, or at least staying out of the penalty box for sure. We've taken at least 3 penalties in each of our games, and so we want to focus on that and then just come out with a good first period. I think if we come out with a good first period and match some energy here tonight, I think we can set ourselves up for success later on.
And maybe the last question for you, Marshall. You've kind of rotated between Cooper Anderson and Jacob Walsh. I guess who's going to be in net tonight for the Braves?
We got Jacob Walsh in our net. Anderson's coming off an injury here, so hopefully he can recover soon. But we think, again, goaltending's been a big strength of our team, so be seeing both those guys in the net, hopefully playing well.
Both those guys have had big shoes to fill. I mean, when you take over for Bennett Langdang and Dom Kautzman, I mean, yeah, those are big shoes to fill.
Yeah, and they've been rising to the challenge, and they've been challenging each other, and so we like the dynamic that we have in net, and can be another strength of our team for sure.
All right, good stuff, Coach. Good luck tonight, and look forward to covering the rest of the season.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, that's Marshall Cheetah, as he's the co-head coach of the Mandan Braves. We'll have more of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show after this time out on the PSP Network.
And invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Pre-game show, no appointment needed. Stay in your car for a drive-through oil change. Get it done in about 15 minutes. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Part of our pregame, we'd like to get a hold of the coaches for the nights. And joining us now, first-year head coach for the Bismarck Demons, Stephen Dora. And I guess, Coach, hey, how's the transition gone for you? I mean, you've been a hockey guy a long, long time, and moving from assistant now to head coach. How's that transition been going?
Oh, it's been great. You know, obviously being an assistant coach helps out a lot. I'm able to come in with those prior relationships, you know. You know, I think that's obviously a huge factor. I think it helps with building the culture and building that buy-in and getting kids to do what, you know, you kind of expect from them and being able to hold them accountable too. But I've really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm very grateful for this opportunity and excited to, you know, obviously keep going too. So.
And for you, being a part of that Demon Championship 10 years ago, when somebody talks about Demon pride, you know, you're a part of that, right? So you know exactly what that culture is like and what you want to build.
Yeah, I think back to, you know, kind of how Mike ran things, and you know, I tend to reflect on what made our team so successful back then, and a lot of it was just, you know, nothing was ever given to you, and you know, you had to go out there, you had to earn your spot every single week, especially in the varsity lineup, and that's kind of what we're trying to get back to a little bit, and making sure that culture is, you know, centered around, you know, winning, development, controlling things that you can control, which is, you know, not necessarily your skill level, but it's your compete level, it's your drive, it's your pride, all of that stuff. So.
Yeah, and every coach kind of has a lens of how they want the game to look. What does that lens look like for you? You know, as a guy that when you're behind the bench over there and things are going good, what does that look like to you?
Yeah, I think it's us moving our feet. It's us playing physical. It's us making those simple plays right, especially along the half boards in our D zone. It's getting pucks deep, and it's running our forechecking system. And you know, obviously, you know, when guys come back to the bench and, you know, they're excited and, you know, they went out there and did something right or whatever that looks like, and just being able to kind of celebrate those little wins. So.
Yeah, and hey, you and Mandan tonight, somebody's going to score some goals. I mean, because that's the thing about both teams. They haven't been able to put a bunch of pucks in the back of the net. So I guess that's got to be a key as you look to maybe be successful against Mandan tonight.
Yeah, and I always go back to a prior coach and kind of what he told me was, you know, it's okay to get a little bit frustrated, you know, for not putting in pucks. But we're getting those opportunities, and you don't have to change anything necessarily when you're still getting those opportunities. Obviously, if you start to lose those opportunities, then something needs to change. But we're getting plenty of chances. We're getting plenty of opportunities. We just need to kind of bear down, not grip the stick so tight, and just find a way to find the back of the net.
And you got a guy in the net, a young guy, Owen Dieter, sophomore. What have you liked about him? Because he seems like he's on the upswing.
Yeah, I mean, he's been consistent so far for us all season. He's young. He's very coachable. He wants to learn. But I think the big thing that stands out for us is his compete. He goes out there. He gives 150%, whether it's in practice, whether it's in a game. He's pretty level-headed too. If he gets scored on, he's able to come back from it, and I think that's huge, especially with the goaltender.
Excellent. Hey, good stuff tonight, Coach. Thanks for the time, and we'll look forward to covering the rest of the season.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. Thanks, Todd.
You bet. All right, that's Stephen Dora. We'll be back with more of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
All right, back at the VFW as we get set for the Mandan Braves and the Bismarck Demons. Thanks to coaches Cheetah and Dora for joining us on our pregame here. Hope you enjoyed those interviews. Here's the starting 5 and 6 for the Mandan Braves. Cameron Beaver and Brady Langgang will be your D pair. Colton Johnson and Caden Lobeck, the wingers for the center, Braden Krause. And in net tonight, the sophomore Jacob Walsh will be in net tonight for the Demons, and their head coaches Matt Winkle and Marshall Cheetah. For the Bismarck Demons and their starting unit tonight, it'll look like this. You got Elias Johnson and Quentin Wolf will be your D pair, and the top line will be out there. Tanner Fries, Ian Feist, and Easton Richardson. And their goalie tonight's also a sophomore, Owen Dieter. And of course, the Demons head coach is Stephen Dora, and his assistants Brandon Page, Quinn Ackerman, Connor Mershak, and the assistants for Mandan, Ricky Zander and Eric Riopel. All right, fans, time to honor America as we like to do on the PSP Network. Have the national anthem, and we'll honor our great flag and great country. And I'd like to bring you the anthem here on the PSP Network. All right, just about set for hockey is the Mandan Braves in their black uniforms outlined in white. A little bit of gray trim on them as well. And the Bismarck Demons in the home whites outlined in that demon maroon. All right, Coach, I want to get a thought of you right off. We talked about kind of goal scoring, but and when you're a coach for a team that is not scoring goals, and you can apply that to both the Mandan Braves and the Bismarck Demons tonight, where do you start? What's the most important things? Getting traffic, getting guys to the net. What are the big things you're focusing on to try to maybe kickstart that offense?
Well, it's a combination of kind of all the above. We used to run a lot of drills where we try to funnel everybody to the net. Some way, somehow, everything had to get there. We take those barriers that they have for like the mites that they put between, and we'd actually put them from post to the board, so it forced our guys not to be able to skate to the corners. And there were some train wrecks, but I'll tell you what, it got some guys to try to learn to get to the front of the net, and then we funneled every puck that way. And, you know, whether or not it goes off a stick, it goes off a skate, it doesn't matter. Somehow, some way, you got to get the puck to the net. And that's kind of what we'd work on.
All right, Feist and Kraus have the opening draw, and we are underway from the VFW tonight. Quickly into the Demon zone. Wrapped around the wall, Colton Johnson there for Mandan, but it's nudged out to center by the Demons. Feist sends it down. It'll be an early icing tonight, brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Well, Mike, usually when we do games, the over-under on the games that we announce, it's about 9.
Yeah, we've had some high-scoring affairs, that's for sure. We'll see how this one shakes out.
I would say tonight's going to be under that.
Okay.
That's just my prediction.
We'll go with that.
Face off to the stick side of Owen Dieter. Jors wins the draw. Back to Beaver. Shot deflected wide. Battle in the corner. The Demons look to escape. Out to center it comes. Jors has it back on his stick. A lot of bodies on him. Jors wheeling, shooting low, right hole in the 5-hole, and Dieter has a save. Loose puck, right back on the nets. Logan Blair had a chance there for Mandan. Off the stick there for Tanner Freeze and the Demons. Back into the Demon zone. Blair has it. Poke checked away from him. And here comes Dylan Schneider. Wheeling into the Mandan zone. Schneider bodied off the puck. Mandan's D of Olberg. Trying to outlet it to Jors. Couldn't connect. Right in front of the Mandan bench. Slapped right back in by Carson Schwark. Brew carries out for the Braves. Puck comes all the way down, centered out front. Trinity Anderson, check that was Skalski lurking. Couldn't get a stick on it. Put it on the nets of Dieter, and back out to center we come. Just underway. Yeah, this is going to morph into live game, Mike. There we go. Still have the pregame graphic up on there.
Well, what's going on with that?
It's still early season.
All right.
Just underway, a couple minutes into the contest. Bismarck High's Quentin Wolf plays it to his D pair. Elias Johnson wraps it back around the goal line. Back in deep is Richardson. Loose in the side of the cage, and Owen Dieter has to put a mint on that.
Kind of feels like a little bit of a feeling out process here in the first, few minutes of this hockey game. So we'll see what happens here.
Mason Brew holds, check that, does Cameron Beaver holds the line. Johnson nudged it out to the line, sent back in front, that's deflected. Trinity Anderson battling. Sent back out to Beaver. And he shoots it right back in deep. Richardson, Beaver battling on the near wall. Mandan laying the body with Chance Bryson. Bismarck High looks to escape. They get it out to center. Beaver turns it quickly back. Skalski walled off. Nice move by Bryson, but he's got a lot of traffic and he's bumped off the puck. Still possessing, throws it out front. Whacking at it there was Kraus, who just came on a change. Bismarck High just sends it down the ice, and this icing again brought to you tonight by Planet Pizza. No pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo, the plain cheese. Your mouth and belly will thank you. You've been serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Well, Mandan's had some zone time here. No quality shots or grade A opportunities quite yet. Just one shot on goal for the Demon, or for the Braves. None for the Demons. As we're just a few minutes into the contest. Nice job by Olberg to hold the zone for Mandan. Olberg dumps it into the corner. Low back in there to play it. Brew pinching in. Demons have Ryan Peterson on the puck. gets it over to Gabe Hamlin. Back out to the line. Mandan flips it out in front. Now deep behind the nets. Braves send it out to the line. Brew just has to toss it in deep. Well, the Demons are doing a good job of blocking pucks and keeping everything on the perimeter right now. Centering pass intercepted by the Demons, but Mandan holds the zone. Back into play at for Bismarck High School is Ryan Peterson. Low shot redirected in front. Didn't get on net, so Dieter did not have another save. Bismarck High, Hamlin out to neutral ice. Mandan's Allberg gets bodied up by Hamlin. Collecting it is Logan Renner for the Braves. Slams on the brakes, pops it off the wall to Jers. And here comes Colton Johnson. Johnson from the slot fires one, and it's held on to smartly there by Owen Dieter. I like the activity so far from Mandan.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to get some offense generated. I mean, Bismarck's doing a pretty good job keeping them to the outside, so there hasn't been anything in that that scoring zone quite yet, but it'll happen if they keep throwing pucks that direction.
Shot from Cameron Beaver. Pad save for Dieter. Jers steps in. The captain whistles one high and wide. Beaver throws it in deep. Chipped out to the line. Beaver retreating. His shot deflected behind the cage. Now Bismarck High plays it out with Alexander Fuchs. Can't escape the zone. Mandan continuing the pressure. Shot by Jers is sticked high. Jers will just throw it in deep. Taken away from Wolf. Logan Blair tried to center it to Jers. And instead, Bismarck High wheels out of there. Johnson dumps it in deep. Now loose to the side of the cage. Oh, denied was Alexander Fuchs. And now we get a whistle.
Oh, we're getting a 10-minute misconduct or unsportsmanlike conduct by somebody. Well, that's awfully quick on the hammer there to.
A 10.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose he got mad because the ref got in the way there when he was trying to clear the puck. So, sure he said something to him, but you know, maybe a little thicker skin.
Said the magic word, did he?
Yeah, apparently.
Logan Blair will go off, and we'll get the official. You know, as much time as I had to get organized for this one, Mike, I didn't get my score sheet out, so what the heck am I doing?
Looking for it now.
Yeah, I am looking for it right now.
There you go. So I'm guessing it's a 2 and a 10. He gave him a. See, I don't know why. I mean, with a misconduct penalty, I mean, it should realistically it should just be a 10. You know what I mean? Sit your 10 minutes in the box doesn't penalize the actual team.
So Bismarck High has an early opportunity with the man advantage.
And this has been the bright spot for Bismarck High. They've put a few pucks in the net on the power play. So
Richardson has it on the far wall. Wolf's shot was blocked a moment ago. Demons fire one in deep. Traffic in front. Loose puck. Sticked away by Walsh. Now he had it momentarily, and a quick whistle. Yeah, as you said, Bismarck High, 3 for 14 on the power play, 21%. Contrast that with Mandan, 1 for 14.
Yeah, that's you know, early season stuff too. And when you're fighting to score goals, I mean, it's very crucial to be able to get a few on a power play. So that's something that both teams could concentrate on for the remainder of their season.
Power play tonight brought to you by CervePro. Got trained technicians, 24/7 emergency service. It's CervePro. Johnson holds it in. Richardson on the far wall. Steps into the dot. Whips on a pass out to the line. Back to Wolf. Back to Johnson. Bismarck High. Shot from the high slots. Blocked in front. Demons, a bouncing loose puck. It's going to be smothered down by Jacob Walsh. 1:09 left on the man advantage. for the Bismarck Demons. Mandan gets a couple new PK guys out there. Bismarck High has it back in deep. Schwark back there playing it out to the line. Johnson back to Richardson. Richardson searching and probing. Now he sets up in Gretzky's office. Sends it over, and a sharp angle shot there by Ian Feist. Handled by Jacob Walsh. First period on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. And we've been running into this a few times, folks, so you just have to bear with us. The scoreboard interface just is a little delayed sometimes, so you see that clock kind of stall, and then it'll come and get going again. But 41 seconds on the man advantage remaining for Bismarck with 10:06 to play first period. Bismarck High's Gabe Hamlin holds the line. Feist working hard, gets it down low, back out to the point. Hamlin, wrist shot up into the netting. Demons had traffic out in front. Dylan Schneider set up shop right in front of the net. Got a piece of that, but it went high. I don't know if Walsh had a good chance to see that one.
No, I don't think he did see it, actually. I think if he doesn't tip it, it might actually go in.
Oh, now you get a shorthanded chance. Here comes Jers. He's got Kraus with him. Carson Jers. Oh, and a save for Owen Dieter. With the blocker, a shorthanded chance for Mandan is denied. Back come the Demons on the rush. Wheeling in is Schneider. He's nudged off the puck. And Mandan has killed off that early opportunity. Nifty play there. Oh, and a goal! It snuck through. And Dylan Schneider has just put Bismarck High on the board. He made a nifty move. And then that's a goal that I think Walsh is going to want back.
Well, I think he's a little mad at the ref for not blowing the whistle, but obviously, well, he's definitely getting himself involved in the game early on. He's given a 10-minute misconduct, and now he's explaining to Bismarck High about this goal. So I don't know what's going on here. But I could see three Mandan guys looking right at the ref like, why didn't you blow the whistle? So something happened there that they're not happy about.
I mean, the shot was almost from the goal line. Walsh had it for a moment, and then there it appeared.
Yeah, and it trickled in. So I'm not sure what.
I think Feist is going to get an assist. I beg your pardon, it was not Feist. Bismarck High has an early lead. Was not a power play goal. We were back at even strength. Oh, a wicked shot there for Bryson. Saved by Dieter. Mandan pinching in with Langang. Battle in front of that Bismarck High bench, the stalemate. Finally out to center it comes. Feist, Bismarck High's got to tag up. And Feist will just throw it in as Richardson was in the zone too early. Olberg got to play it for the Mandan Braves. Shots are 5-4 here early. Bismarck High, after that power play, has a one-shot advantage, but Bismarck also enjoys a one-goal lead. As here comes Dylan Schneider. Puts it on net. Walsh just plays it over to Beaver. Good forecheck here by the Demons. Causing some havoc for Mandan trying to escape the zone.
Yeah, I think that goal kind of jostled this whole game up. We got a little more intensity all of a sudden on both sides. I think it probably made Mandan a little ticked off, and now you got Bismarck High's got to counter it, so pretty good.
Flipped out to neutral ice. Schneider with a high one, and that's a blocker save that's sent into the netting for Jacob Walsh. Yeah, nothing will get your attention A couple things that go on that get this steam going, and it can rally the whole troop.
Well, it was almost like the way this game started, but it was just kind of like, it was one of those looking at you to see if are you going to do it or am I going to do it? Like, what's going on here? Now all of a sudden it's like, all right, that's enough. So things definitely have picked up here a little bit. It was like that for both sides. It wasn't just one team. It was both teams doing it. So I think they're both kind of calling each other's bluff.
Lobeck had it on his stick for a moment. He has it back. Hamlin just throws it in deep for the Demons. Been on this end for quite a while here. The Demons bottling things up for the Mandan Braves. Alberg, loose puck behind the net. Brew has it. Mandan escapes to Lobeck. Puts that on net, and with a closing Braden Krause, Dieter has to just cover it up. BNC Bank, your life's busy. They make managing money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Speaking of Arizona, how was the ASU trip?
You know what? It was a lot of fun. Great weather, obviously, and actually 2 pretty good hockey games. No discredit to these guys. I mean, obviously they're high school kids. Oh, there we go.
Off the draw, Mandan has just tied it up. How about that play by Carson Jers?
I bet he's happy to score that one.
Yeah, he made a nifty move right off the draw. Took one step in and he buried it.
Yep.
Let's get you a Ryan Family Dealership replay of the equalizer.
Sometimes that's all it takes, too. You get that one, and all of a sudden things start happening. So.
Yeah. Nice play by Jers as 10-11 gets an unassisted goal. And just like that, we're knotted up at 1. Even strength goals for both teams here in the first period. And on your BNC Bank scoreboard, we're level. A good play there by Wolf. Quinton just misses Richardson on an outlet. And now it's going to cross the goal line. That'll be icing today. Brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Going to have Ryan Family Dealership also bringing you our replays tonight. Commitment and respect to their customers is strong today as it was 50 years ago. You can find them online at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Drive to the glove side of Dieter, held in by Alberg. Bismarck Highs. Johnson has it behind his own net. Got to the dot, but no farther. Brew, shot deflected. Oh, Trinity Anderson was camped right out in front, but he deflected it wide on the tip. Back to Alberg. Caleb sends it over to Anderson. Mandans, Alberg fires. That time Skolsky was right out in front. Redirected to the corner by Dieter. Back out to Brew. He's got some time and space. He steps in. Traffic in front of Dieter, side of the cage. Mandan's whacking at it. And Bismarck High nudges us out to neutral ice. Schwark on the chase for the Demons. Brew turns it quickly back. It gets dumped in, and the Mandan Braves go for a change. Back to play it is Harrison Schnell. Comes out to Schneider, who just pops it off the glass. And they get a streaking Tanner Freeze, but another icing here on the Demons.
Be a lot of Planet Pizza icings today. Holy moly.
How about Prestwich Orthodontics brings you this icings? It's professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. You can check them out at minotbraces.com. 7-6 the shots in favor of the Mandan Braves. Braves win the draw. Beaver to Lobeck. Stick to the side by Dieter. Bismarck High into the skates of Easton Richardson. Quickly back is Krause. Tried to center it out front. Lobeck couldn't put a stick on it. Langgang flips it right back in for Mandan. Under 5 to play here in period number 1. We're tied at 1 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. WDA boys hockey action. Out to center ice we come. And Bismarck High has Ian Feist. And he throws a shot from distance on net. And that one's held on to by Jacob Walsh.
No, to go back to that trip down to Arizona, I mean, like I said, no discredit to the high school level, but yeah, the tempo of play was pretty outstanding. It was actually 2 really, really good hockey games, so it was fun to watch. I, had obviously a little added interest there. I've got a bunch of guys that I played with at Duluth that their kids are now playing there, so it just adds to the excitement, and it's, it's almost a family feel when you go back to watch a game.
Now Logan Renner goes cross ice, and here comes Davis. Wheeling in. Renner off his skates. Tries to get it back. Battling out in front. Davis put it in front for Jers. He was looking for goal number 2, and here comes Dylan Schneider. Almost had a chance. Good deep play there by Piccolo. Back over to Jers, who flips it over to Davis. I'll check that back. That's not Davis. It's Logan Hertz. Oh, well, they're laying some bodies. Johnson sends it around the wall. Played there by Schwark. And now on the near side, Dylan Schneider out to center. Bismarck High tries to get a quick change in, but Mandan keeps the pressure on. But now the Braves have to get a new line out there. Under 4 to play. Oh, now a turnover. Stepping right in front. Shoot! Score! Brody Skalski off the turnover beats Dieter, and Mandan leads 2-1. Brody Skalski has his first tally of the season.
Mandan Braves goal scored by number 21, Brody Skalski. Assisted number 37, Carson George. Time of the goal, 13:27.
13:27, the official time of the goal. Skalski has the goal. Jers has his second point of the night. Mandan leads 2-1. Get you a BNC or a Ryan Family Dealership replay of that goal in just a second. Those turnovers are deadly when you give it up in your own end like that.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's one of those where you kind of cough it up right to the middle of the rink, and it, one step off the wall and you're in prime time scoring zone. They used to call that Powder River right there.
Mandan's got Trinity Anderson streaking in. They couldn't get the puck over to him. Now it comes off of his shins. And Bismarck High's Ian Feist comes back with it. Wheeling in. Feist carrying. Bodied off the puck there by Beaver. Richardson joins the action for the Demons. Looks to center it out front. He does. Loose in front. Oh, a tip puck. As Schwark had it right on the tape. Couldn't get any wood on it. And Mandan dodges the bullet, and they get it out to Bryson. And we got another penalty coming. Little interference call.
Guessing that's what it was.
On the Mandan Braves.
Yep, interference.
Bismarck High is going to. I'm getting quicker on those diagnoses of the penalties.
Yeah, you're learning hockey. I love it. Essentially it's the same as basketball. Just we're got skates on it. That's all.
Yeah, right.
No, really it is. I mean, there's a lot of similarities.
Well, technically there is, but in basketball you don't have 20 guys who can be on the ice at any one point in time.
That's a good point.
And they usually whistle them in.
Well, not unless you're Bismarck High. I mean, they just keep rolling all kinds of guys.
You have got a great point there. As Mandan, Trinity Anderson off for interference. Bismarck High has a power play here. Demons get organized on their own end. And now the Demons bring it out to Feist. Back to Johnson. Bismarck High into the zone. A little too far there for Schwark, and Mandan rifles it right back down. Dieter settles the puck down. Johnson has it. And out to the line to Schwark. Bismarck plays it backwards to Richardson. Easton. And it's dumped in. Now the high slot, Wolf, his shot blocked. Feist to the high slot. Back to Richardson. Oh, and a wicked sharp angle shot there and a blocker save for Walsh. Now a bouncing puck still in the slot. Oh, Bismarck couldn't get a stick on it. Good lift there by Mandan. Jors tries to play it. Richardson back out to Wolf. One-timer into the back of the cage. Wrapped around the wall. Johnson holds it in. Another one-timer wide again. Richardson rips one off the side of the net. Bismarck High with the power play. 45 seconds remaining in the period. 15 seconds on the man advantage for the Demons. They seam a pass. Richardson back to Johnson, and a stick save there. Back out in front. Schwartz backhanders up over the cage. Bismarck High is back to even strength. And now you get Trinity Anderson wheeling in, and he's got speed to spare. Anderson looks for Jers, and a pillow save there for Dieter. Jers is looking for his third point of the night here with under 10 seconds to play in the period. Bismarck High out to center, and Brew plays it ahead, but Jers' time is going to run out, and that's the way our first period will go into the books. Bismarck High tallied first. Mandan answers with a couple, and the Braves have a one-goal lead. And we'll bring you our Magic Towing intermission report after this timeout on the PSP Network. End of one, Mandan 2, Bismarck High 1. And our Magic Towing intermission report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
For Bismarck, Owen Dieter, 7.
Bye. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Now we're back in our Magic Towing intermission report. All right, Mike. I was over at the other side of the rink. Got a little Capitals practice.
I like it.
I can break us down here. What do we got going on here? A little stick handling, little.
Yeah, it looks like small games down on the one end, and then they're doing a little puck movement down here, and a little forward, backward. Oh, little. Oh yeah.
You've seen a few of these before?
I've seen a few of them. Just a couple.
Oh yeah. Hey, I always like getting these little tykes in here, man.
Absolutely. That's the heart and soul of the whole operation right there.
Exactly. Exactly. And from what I've gathered, and you know what, I saw Lane Sedeby tonight. What the heck? I mean, the guy's busier than know what. But right now, I got a chance to visit with him tonight, and the numbers are good right now in the youth programs here in Bismarck, Mandan.
Yeah, the way young ones are really good. I know there's a little bit of a gap there. The Pee Wee group's down a little bit as far as numbers in the Bantam group. So, again, looking at 3 high school teams in town, they're going to have to figure out a way to keep some kids playing, because if any of those kids quit, they're going to have some problems, having enough kids to play. I mean, that's just the bottom line. When you only got 78 Pee Wees and whatever they got in Bantams, 80, that's pretty thin numbers for 3 high school teams and JV.
It's our Magic Towing intermission report. If you blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. No job too big or too small. Put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. If you mention the PSP network, you get $50 off your next tow. As mentioned, Bismarck High jumped out to a quick lead. Dylan Schneider tallies a goal, and then Mandan answers with 2 of their own. Carson Jors has the first one, and then Scalzi, assisted by Jors, tallies that second goal for Mandan to give them a lead here in the first period. And I'm not going to say sluggish action there, but you probably said it right. Maybe a bit of feeling out there, and then all of a sudden a penalty, and then the action picked up.
Yeah, it was like somebody flipped a switch, because it really started off like we said. Everybody was just kind of feeling each other out. Nothing was happening. Then the one goal goes in. It was like Mandan kind of got woken up, and then Bismarck had to kind of rebound off that as well. So the energy went both ways, which was good.
I'll get you a B&C scoreboard update. Other games we're tracking tonight. So you got South and Shanley just getting going against West Fargo Cheyenne. No score in that one. Same thing for Grafton Park River and West Fargo. About a minute left in the third, and Williston is taking care of Hazen Buehler tonight, 8-1. Down at the Wachter Complex in South Bismarck, Century and Minot scoreless at the end of 1. At the end of 2, Red River on top of Devils Lake, 2-1. Mandan, of course, here leads 2-1 over Bismarck. End of 1, Central over Davies, 3-1, and no report. That's a late start out in Dickinson as Legacy has traveled out to the Queen City tonight. There's your B&C National Bank scoreboard update. All right, there's the numbers from period number 1 as Mandan leads 2-1. Braves outshoot the Demons 11-9. Walsh with 8 saves, Dieter with 9, and the Demons 0 for 2 on the power play. Anything stand out to you there on the Ryan Family Dealership numbers?
I just think the shots. I think both teams are. Again, when you're not scoring a lot of goals, they got to try and ramp those numbers up even more. I mean, that's I know I know at the end of the game, or you guys, especially in basketball, you don't count shots, but in hockey, it's pretty important to throw pucks at the net. So again, if you're not scoring a lot of them, you better figure out ways to generate more of them. So that's just the one thing that I take out of that.
It's an odd hockey night when the team that, you can have nights where you put a bunch of dang pucks on net and you get a goalie standing in there and just turning everything away. But usually that's a telltale sign, but it's not all-inclusive where if you lead in shots, you're going to win the game.
No, it's not. It's just, again, when you're going off two teams that haven't scored a lot of goals, that from a coach's standpoint, that's what you want to see. You want to see more pucks get into the net. And again, it just gives you more opportunities. It's like Wayne Gretzky always said it. It's his old adage, you can't score unless you shoot the puck. So that's just one of those things. And usually if you are shooting the puck and you score, nobody cares.
Did you ever score? Did you ever get a greasy one in where you got a goal where you didn't even shoot it?
Oh yeah, I actually scored a goal against Northern Michigan in Duluth where I flipped the puck in from the far blue line. I needed to get a change. I got on the bench. I sat down, I grabbed a water bottle, and everybody started pounding on my helmet because when I dumped it in, the puck took a goofy turn, messed the goalie up, and I was literally sitting on the bench when the puck crossed the red line. It was the greatest goal ever. Try that one.
Try that one, exactly. That would be hard to replicate, I would imagine.
I don't think I could do that again.
All right, fans, here's a quick look at our schedule for the remainder of the week here on the PSP Network. Jam-packed. Of course, you got doubleheader in hockey tonight. Basketball action tonight, Turtle Mountain and Minot North. Thursday, you got girls and boys wrestling from Legacy as the Patriots go across town. You got Class B basketball up in the Minot area, Drake, Animus, and Glenburn. Big night on Friday. You got basketball action at Minot North, and DLB will be down at the Linton Shootout for number 1 West Hope Newburgh and number 10 Linton HMB, along with Napoleon taking on Center Stanton, Strasburg and Glen and Hebron as well on our coverage from Linton. And then on Saturday, we'll end the week with Horace at Minot High and Dickinson at Minot in boys hockey and girls basketball, respectively. Jam-packed action here on the PSP Network.
I do need to say something about this, and this is a credit to you guys. I mean, I spend my winters obviously up at Devil's Lake where, there's not a lot going on a lot of times when I'm done guiding. And I tell you what, I look so forward to being able to turn the PSP Network on. And I'm kind of a sports geek anyway. Like I like watching everything. I'm not just a hockey guy, like most people think. Well, you see me, I'm in the basketball gyms, I'm in the volleyball gyms, I'm at the softball fields. So I mean, I like sports in general. So for me, I love watching high school athletics, and this thing is just a godsend to me because it does pass a lot of my nights where I can flip through and find all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh, that's good stuff. We enjoy it, and hey, we know based on the feedback that we get that folks are certainly enjoying what we're doing here on the PSP Network.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, fans, it's our Magic Towing halftime report, intermission report. It says halftime on my sheet, so I sometimes just read it. I know where I'm at. Don't have to tell me. When you need a tow, there's no job too big or too small. Contact Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone right now, 509-4011. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. If you mention the PSP Network, the next time you need a tow, you'll get $50 off. Second period comes up next here from the VFW. Mandan on top. 2-1 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard, and we'll get the party started with period number 2 after this break on the PSP Network.
Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Time to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
For your small business, the best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
Look at how fast we get that graphic changed. First intermission. Mandan, check that, Bismarck trailing 1-2 on your BNC National Bank score. I can't even say it, Mike.
No, it's hard to do.
I hope your dad's listening.
Oh, if he is, he'll be laughing right now because he'll know where that started.
Bismarck trails 1-2, or Mandan leads 2-1.
That's better. I don't know where that ever started. I can never say a score with the lower number first. I'm sorry. I don't care who's winning or losing. It's got to be. Yeah. I don't know. That one hurts me. I was a human scoreboard as a kid anyway. You know, like it didn't matter what game I was playing. I was keeping score. So to me, yeah, it was always the bigger number in front, no matter if you won or lost.
Agreed. I would
You're
be
the same way.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
the same way.
Thank you. So it isn't just me.
Nope.
So no matter what, if you lose 2-1, you say, no, we lost 2-1, not 1-2.
Nobody ever says 1-2.
Shouldn't.
No. All right, here we are underway in period number 2. Mandan gets it to Cameron Beaver. The D-man carries in, looks to center it out front. Mandan had a whack at it, but Dieter puts the pillow down on it and gloves it up, holds on to it. Brody Skalski was lurking there for Mandan. And again, we apologize. Our scoreboard shows period number 2 here, but it'll catch up. It just still shows just 13 seconds remaining, but just sometimes takes a little break. Mandan establishes the zone. One-timer from the line is blocked. Beaver has it back. Good stick there by Wolf. Flipped. And Bismarck High battling. Trinity Anderson loose in front. Rebound. Oh, Skalski had a grade A chance and missed the net. Bismarck High gets it ahead. Couldn't play it as they were going to be offside, so the Demons just retreat, tag up. Mandan's Beaver again. Plays it back to Anderson, back to Beaver. Cameron flips it in front of the Mandan bench. Pushed out to center. Anderson back in. Ooh, tried to slip around the defense, couldn't do it. Colton Johnson throws it right to the Demons. And there comes Alexander Fuchs, who tucks it in for the Demons. Bismarck High on the wall. Fuchs trying to come out back to Hamlin, and he has to hustle back and get it. The captain for the Demons comes out to Schwark. Now back out to center. Flipped ahead to Colton Johnson. Mandan almost had a couple chances there, but puck hopped over their stick both times. Now it happens to the Demons on the other end. Now there goes our scoreboard. See, I told you it would catch up.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah, you just got to have patience sometimes. Patience is a virtue.
It is.
Puck behind the Mandan nets. Demons trying to keep it in. Now out to center, and here comes Olberg. And a shot. Going for the 5-hole there. Olberg denied by Dieter. 14 saves, or 14 shots now for Mandan. They lead in that category, 14-9 over Bismarck. Mandan with a nice little outlet there, and here comes Kraus. Renner hustling with him, a developing 2-on-1. Cross ice, Renner, oh, and a pillow save for Dieter. Renner didn't even get a stick on it. He almost kind of kick it in the net. Nonetheless, it got on goal. Dieter up to the task. Now you get a chance for Tanner Freeze, and he throws one into the basket that's held on to by Jacob Walsh. And finally, Logan Blair is out of the box.
Yeah, he was in there a while. Poor guy.
Yep.
I'd really like to know the word that he used.
Oh, there's I don't know, that is across every sport. There's a few magic words that.
There are.
Yeah.
I was watching some of the old Bobby Knight highlights. Boy,
he had a few magic ones.
Oh, did he ever?
The General, Bob Knight.
Yeah.
Mandan tosses it out to center. Trinity Anderson, they wave off icing. Anderson has it, lurking, trying to get it to Beaver. Bismarck takes it away with Richardson. Went up ahead to Tanner Freeze. He got upended. Mandan controls in their own end. 13:45 to play in period number 2. Mandan on top 2-1 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Oh, now you had a chance for Bryson. Was slipping behind the defense there. Bismarck High catches up. Bryson tries to carry it out front, and Bismarck High escapes the zone. Bouncing puck to Freeze. Tosses it over to Richardson. Richardson puts on the Jets, and a tight angle shot is going to be covered up by Jacob Walsh. It seems like the goalies have settled in a little bit.
Yep, they've settled in. I mean, it's it's one of those things. Again, you look up at the scoreboard. You got 15, 11 shots, and they're making the saves they're supposed to. I don't think they've let anything in other than the very first goal, which still not quite sure what was going on with that one. But for the most part, both goalies are playing very well.
Mandan leads by a goal. Peterson back for the Demons. Flips it out to center. Piccolo back on the chase for Mandan. Sends it over to Brew. Good outlet there. And here comes that top line for Mandan. Blair to Jers. Loose puck. Side of the net. Whacking at it there with the Braves. Jers and Kraus battle in there. Check that, it's Renner. And now you got a stalemate behind the Demon cage. Now Bismarck High whistles it out of there. Hamlin is outlet pass tipped. And Mandan sends it right back in as the bodies fly at center ice. Jers holds the line, throws it in deep to Blair, stick to the side by Dieter. Bismarck High can't escape. Lobeck controlling. Stepping in is Mandan. Shot is in the paint, and it scores! It seemed like it was laying there forever.
Yeah, it felt like we could reach out and touch somebody. What commercial was that? That was an old commercial. Was that AT&T?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was laying there, and just nobody saw it. Mandan guy did.
Caden Lobeck, Johnny on the spot. As Lobeck was the one who drops the pass, and stepping in there was Skolsky, and then it just laid right there. You see it. Oh, and then there's Lobeck to pop it in. Oh, that's a good Bryan Family Dealership replay right there.
Assist number 23, Colton Johnson.
Colton Johnson has the assist.
Goal 450. Lobeck and Johnson at 450.
450 the time of the goal, period number 2. And Mandan has a 2-goal lead. First goal of the season for Caden Lobeck. Bismarck High has it on the stick of Feist, and his high shot whistles over the cage. Ian Feist back in there battling. Oh, right out front. Demons get a shot there from Justin Steele. Steele had it back on his tape, and then he got it over to Fuchs. and he's bumped off the puck. Wheeling back in is Kraus with a head of steam. Check that, that's Renner. Oh, it was Kraus. Them jerseys get bunched up in the back, and it is hard to tell the difference between a 9 and an 8 sometimes.
Extremely.
Hey fans, today's game also brought to you in part by Shields. Every sporting good possible, along with fashion and footwear. Find them online at shields.com. They're a proud sponsor of the PSP Network. Drawn to the glove side of Owen Dieter. Bismarck High has Richardson and Feist. Freeze out there working. And somebody's going off for an elbow.
I think Mandan might get their first power play here.
Nope. Looks like it's going to be Harrison Schnell. Yes, indeed. Well, this is danger time for the Demons.
Yeah, it is. I mean, right now, you know, it's a 2-goal lead. That you make that a 3-goal lead. That's a tough hurdle to overcome. So certainly, it's a big kill for them, and a big power play for Mandan as well. So
Harrison Schnell, the freshman, off 2 minutes for elbowing. Mandan 1 for 14 on the power play this year. Let's see if the Braves can get that figured out. Jers and Renner on the near wall. Renner sends it cross ice. Kraus right through the seam. And out to center it comes. Beaver has to go back and get it. Right back to the line. Dumped in by Blair. Off the stick of Jers. Bismarck tried to slam it down. They couldn't do it. Kraus turns it. Renner bodied off the puck. Here comes Jers. Shoots high. Going for the top shelf. Couldn't tell if Dieter got a piece of that or if Jers just missed the net.
yeah, I couldn't tell either. I think he just missed it, but
yeah, it didn't look like it hit anything.
No.
Back out the line. Stepping in, shot from the point from Beaver, redirected, and Bismarck High saucers one down. Demons will get at least one new guy out there on the PK. Mandan, well, they're going to ice the puck. Misfired on an outlet there, did the did the Braves, I beg your pardon. We can tell you the icing today brought to you by Serve Pro. As we still got 49 seconds left in that Serve Pro power play. Trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup restoration at Serve Pro. 9:52 to play, period number 2. Mandan with a man advantage for another 45 seconds. Brew will toss it ahead to Trinity Anderson off the tape of Chance Bryson, and a good play there by the Demons. They walled that one up, and Brew will have to go back and get it. Has Olberg and Anderson, over to Anderson. Trinity steamrolls in, loses the puck, gets it back. Anderson back out to the line to Olberg, sends it over to Brew, and now you got a chance. Here comes Tanner Freeze. Oh, and a stick. I thought there maybe was going to be an arm in the air there, but there wasn't. Short-ended chance for Tanner Freeze. Mandan back. Now you got a developing 3-on-2. Center. On the slot there, Trinity Anderson drops it right in front of the net. Skalski trying to backhand one home off the stick of Bryson. And here comes Quentin Wolf for the Demons. Wolf will just send it into the Mandan zone. Bismarck High has Carson Schwark working in there. Centered back to Schwark. Couldn't get any lumber on it. Bismarck High in the Brave zone. Shot from the point, bounced in there by Hamlin. Oh, Mandan whiffs on an outlet. And the Braves finally just toss it out to center. Hops over the stick of Harrison Schnell. Icing waved off with 8 minutes to play, period number 2. Schwark cross ice looking for Fuchs. Hamlin has to retreat. And the Demons send one down, and on net it was. Otherwise, that was going to be another icing. Mandan looks to get organized. And here comes Caden Lobeck, who scored that third goal for Mandan. He wheels through traffic. A little weak shot on net. Dieter steers that to the corner. Mandan battling behind the net with Colton Johnson. Tried to center it. Schneider couldn't clear it. Rifled right back in by Brew, who got upended. Centering pass looking for Johnson. Nobody home. Oh, chance there for Renner off the feed from Jers. And Mandan back to get it. Seems like Mandan's dominating the action here, but it's still just 16-12 in favor of the shots for the Mandan Braves. As here comes Tanner Freeze. Freeze from the right dot sends that one wide. Held in by Richardson. Blocker save for Walsh. Demons look to center it. It's loose on the side of the net. Firing a shot just north of the goal was Richardson. And now Mandan, a D-men play catch behind their own nets. And now they got a seam pass, and here we go. Carson Jers shoots wide. The way Dieter was looking, he knew that he didn't get a piece of it. He was just happy it didn't hit the net. Neutral ice. Blair spins it over to Renner. Back over to Jers, trying to one-time pass, looking for Blair. Richardson, two men back for Mandan, pokes it away. Mandan can't escape the zone. Held in there by Schnell. Bismarck banging in there with Justin Steen, along with Jet Warren. Hamlin tries to take the body at the line. And Carson Jers just sends it in. Blair back on the stick of Jers. He steps in. Back on the doorstep. Blair backhand right into the body of Owen Dieter. Let's get you a Ryan Family Dealership replay of that breakaway a second ago. Just a nifty lead pass here for Carson Jers to get out of their own end, and then he had an opportunity one-on-one.
Yeah, he was all alone for quite a way there, too. Sometimes you have too much time to think in those situations. I didn't like breakaways. I'd rather have it in traffic and sticks and skates and everything in front of me. I didn't have to think then.
Ryan Family Dealership replay. Thanks to them for bringing you that second look. The breakaway opportunity for Carson Jers, looking for his second of the night. And Bismarck High just ices the puck. And we can tell you tonight's icing brought to you by the UPS store there in South Broadway and Minot in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Stephen Dora, the Dora family. They've been around the rink a few times, him and his dad.
Oh yeah, they moved in here from Colorado and really got involved within the community right away, which is really cool. I mean, Stevie came and played for us at Bismarck High when we won our first state title in 2014, and he was a very big part of that team. And he's kind of a guy that he's a hard work, meat and potatoes type guy, and hopefully that'll kind of transfer over to those kids where they understand you got to earn everything you get, and that's kind of how Stevie was. So. I should rephrase that, Steve.
There we go, Steven. Yep.
I'm so used to calling him that from when I coach. So
you and me both.
Yeah.
Well, the Demons, hey, it's a work in progress, right? One win a season ago. The Demons had a streak of 31 straight trips to the state hockey tournament, broken back in 2021, coming out of COVID, and the Demons haven't been back. It was coincidentally right about the time Legacy got going, and as much as anything, the legacy factor is you saw it in Demon football, you saw it in Demon hockey. You've just seen that play out, and it's just taken some time to recover.
Yeah, and here's the problem, and I've had to point this out to a lot of different folks is, like for football programs, basketball programs, baseball programs, what have you, a lot of those kids can, basically, you can be Mark Gibson and run down into the commons area during school and find a kid that's 220 pounds and ask him if he wants to come out for football. Hockey's not like that. These kids got to play from very early ages all the way through to be able to play hockey. So there's no recruitment after a certain point, in a hockey player's career. So you know, once they hit that Pee Wee level, you can't have somebody just throw a pair of skates on and come out and play. It just doesn't work.
Well, and you've seen it as let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay of that latest action there. Bismarck High with a good rush, had a couple whacks at it in front of the netminder Jacob Walsh. And you really see it in the sports that require numbers.
Yes.
In football, in hockey, not so much basketball. I mean, you can find 5 kids, you know, in a sport like basketball. You still need a bench and everything in basketball, but there you see those big saves there by Jacob Walsh. He's been up to the task after letting that kind of loose one through in period number 1. Walsh has been good here for Mandan, and we've got 4 minutes to play in period number 2. Mandan on top, 3-1 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. They try to center it out front to Colton Johnson. They misfire, and here comes Freeze. Hustling down, but instead it'll be icing the night, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years experience as your heating and air experts. You can find them online at northern-plains.com. 17-14, the shots still in favor of Bismarck High School. Demons lead 3-1 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. And you get a draw to the glove side of Owen Dieter. Bismarck tries to toss it out, held the line by Beaver. One-timer for Johnson, that's blocked.
I do really like little Easton Richardson for Bismarck High. He's, you know, I coached his brother Remy my last year when I coached at Bismarck High. So a little family tie there, but he works hard. He's a good little skater. He's, you know, only a sophomore, so that's be a good one to build around.
Tanner Freeze had another chance with some time and space. Put a shot on net. Covered up and held on to again by Walsh. Yeah, you can kind of see some similarities there.
Oh, yeah. They skate. I mean, obviously, he's a little rink rat. You know, he's been watching his brothers and his sisters and everybody else play in that family. So he certainly he tries to play with a pretty high intensity level, which is really fun to watch.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Demons right now. Obviously, oh, tip shot in front. Schneider was posted up right in the crease. Held in by Johnson. Schneider gets it on his forehand. Looking out front for Fuchs. Instead, he's bodied off the puck. Loose behind the Mandan cage. And Brew will get it out to Blair. Fires it cross ice, and here comes Olberg. He's got Brew in there with him. Brew has it back. Tried to center it back. Shot, loose, score! Wasn't the first one that beat the Demons, but Logan Blair was there to mop up a rebound, and Mandan leads 4-1.
That's 2 goals very similar to each other there. The last 2 kind of just trickled through, laid on the goal line, and Mandan guy come in and tap her in.
Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay.
You always like those as players, though.
That was an innocent enough rush. Mandan got it centered back nicely there to Jers, and then there, right there, you saw it. Yep. Logan Renner.
Assist to number 32, Logan Blair. And number 7, Caleb Over. Time to goal, 14-14.
14-14, official time of the goal. Dan Durkee over there giving you the final announcement as Logan Renner has the goal, his 3rd of the season. Blair with the assist and Olberg with the assist for the Braves, and they have tallied their 4th of the night. Mandan leads 4-1 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. 2:31 to play here in period number 2. I didn't see what that whistle was about. Well, they're just going to make the Demons change. They had Feist in there, and now Richardson steps into the dot. Langgang back to play it for Mandan. He's bodied into by Freeze. Braves with a quick outlet. Schnell has it on his stick, couldn't get it back to center. Tried to get it to a streaking Trinity Anderson, did Mandan. Langgang fires one right into Trinity Anderson. He was trying to hop and get out of the way. Skalski down and deep. Scrum on the wall. Langgang plays it. Bryson to the high slot. Bryson still patrolling. Sends it back to Langgang. Mandan's got a little step in their, or hop in their step right now.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well, actually. They're starting to get a little confidence. You know, that usually happens when you score a few goals. You feel good about things.
Bryson tries to wrap it around. Looks like Dieter has it pinned against the side of the cage and gets a whistle. Well, and the goals had to come for somebody. Neither team had scored more than 3 goals in their contest this year. Bismarck put up 3 in a win against Hazen Beulah. Mandan hadn't scored more than 3, and they've got 4 on the board tonight.
They just needed us to do the game. That's just how it works. When we do games, we score goals.
Hey, maybe the over/under isn't going to be so far off again, and we already got 5 up there. Mandan scored 2 against Fargo South Shanley, scored 3 against Hazen Beulah, 2 against North, 2 against Legacy, and they're shut out against Minot. So the goals have been a bit hard to come by both squads. But Mandan has had the advantage tonight. The advantage in shots, 18-15, and on the scoreboard, 4-1. Here with 1 minute to play in period number 2. Out to neutral ice it comes. Piccolo had it nudged off his stick. Back to play it is Hewitt. Sends it over to Beaver, who's got a head of steam. Good stick there by Wolf. And Schneider back in for the Demons. And he got hit hard. He paid the price too, as Dylan Schneider, he's just going to meander his way over to the bench. That just takes your breath away sometimes, right?
Oh yeah, you get the wind knocked out of you. Kind of turn into an accordion. You hit the boards and everything just goes, folds you up in a hurry.
Mandan is Briscoe Kingsley in, along with Hewitt, that 4th line with Logan Hertz. Centered out front. Johnson right there for the Demons. Wheels it out and off the stick of Carson Schwark. And that's the way period number 2 looks like it's going to go into the books, as that's exactly the way period number 2 will go into the books. Mandan puts 2 more on the board. They led 2-1 at the end of 1, and now heading into our second intermission, the Mandan Braves now lead 4-1. And our Magic Towing intermission report comes up next. BNC National Bank scoreboard is Mandan 4, Bismarck 1. Intermission report brought to you by Magic Towing comes up after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Saves for the period.
Bye. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Todd Domrey's Mike Peluso back at the VFW. Good to have John Haugen running the cameras and producing for us tonight on the PSP Network. Second intermission. Mandan on top, 4-1 over the Bismarck Demons as the Braves get goals in that second stanza from Caden Lobeck and Logan Renner, and Mandan pitches a shutout in that second period, and they lead 4-1 here. It's our Magic Towing intermission report. If you blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing. Call them when you need a tow. No job too big or too small. 701-509-4011. Magic Towing. Serving Western North Dakota. If you mention the PSP Network, the next time you need a tow, you'll save $50. All right, we've got a couple of highlights here, Bill, but first let's look at the numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. Mandan on top 4-1. Braves out shooting the Demons 20-15. Owen Dieter with 16 saves. Jacob Walsh with 14, and neither team able to capitalize on the power play tonight. Mandan 0 for 1, Bismarck High 0 for 3. Again, those numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. You can find them online at driveryan.com. Well, hey, you're just about ready to turn it into ice fishing for the season. How do folks get a hold of you if they still have time or are looking to book an ice fishing trip up to Devil's Lake?
Yeah, I leave this week, and I'll be up there pretty much the remainder of the, all the way up until the end of March, basically. So, yeah, easiest way, webpage. I got MikePalusaOutdoors.com is pretty much the common place to get a hold of me to book a trip, but we're fairly busy this winter. There's a few open dates in there, but yeah, it's.
And occasionally people will cancel, things like that come up, and you can find an open day here and there. But
yeah, for sure.
So what's the perfect number of people in an ice house if you're looking to book a trip?
4 is what we commonly take. I mean, we'll do 3, but most of the guys kind of frown upon 2 or less, especially in the winter, because it's a lot of work. So. If you're going to do it, you want to make sure you got a full shack. But it's, it's camaraderie. That's what most of these groups that come in to fish with us, I mean, they're coming from a long ways, and, it's a destination to them, and, they're having a good time and, taking in the sceneries and just enjoying the outdoors.
I tell you what, for me as a kid growing up in the Devil's Lake area, we took the truck down with the pop-up ice house in the back of the pickup, my dad, my grandpa, and I, and drill a few holes and have a few sandwiches, catch a bunch of fish, usually a bucket or 2 full of perch and some nice walleyes to mix in, and that was some of my best childhood memories.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about, and we see a lot of kids coming in with their dads, their grandpas, stuff like that, and that those trips are so impressionable on those kids forever. They'll talk about them for life, so it's pretty cool.
Well, and actually, the last time you and I did a game, my boys were like, "Does he go ice fishing?" And my kids have never even driven on the ice. Okay, so I said, so number one, they're like, "Yeah, you guys want to go?" And they're like, "Yeah, we would go." And so we started talking about it, and I think they might be actually interested in doing some ice fishing.
We'll see if we can slip you guys in.
Yeah, there you go, man. All right, fans, here's your highlights from period number 2 as he's brought to you again by Ryan Family Dealership. First one is, this is a nice little seam pass here on the outlet, and you get Carson Jers and Owen Dieter up to the task as Jers was in one-on-one, and Dieter was looking around like he didn't know where that puck was, but it did not find the back of the net, so Mandan could have had even more. And then these 2 goals for Mandan, we're only going to give you one of them right now. This is the Logan Renner goal that made it 4-1, but they were almost carbon copies of each other.
Yeah,
same side of the net, same action, and the puck just kind of loose in the crease, and the next thing you know, you got somebody there in the blue paint to tap it in.
Well, yeah, that's, I guess from a coaching standpoint from Bismarck High, you want to get your defenseman to clear those pucks and, keep your head on a swivel, know where it's at all time. But at the end game is the Mandan guys in the right spot at the right time to pop her home.
Well, and this is exactly what happened to Mandan the other nights as Mario and I had their game against Legacy, and they didn't get very many people to the net the entire night, and they didn't have traffic there, they didn't have bodies there, and so message has been received by Mandan as they have been running to the post tonight, and they've had a couple of nice ones just pop in for them because of that hustle and that play to get to the net.
Right, you'll get rewarded, if you can get your, like we talked about, earlier in the program. I mean, trying to get guys driving the post, get to the front of the cage, and that's where the pay dirt is. I mean, that's where you get your rewards, and it's hard to get high school kids ingrained to go there all the time.
Fans, here's our schedule for the remainder of the week. Thursday night, you got wrestling, Century, and Legacy doubleheader. Chuck Claremont, John Gums with the call on that one. Girls basketball on Thursday night as well. Basketball doubleheader on Friday, Turtle Mountain, Minot North. And Shiloh and DLB will be taking the show down to Linton, North Dakota. Coogan County, behind the Iron Curtain, some say. But we'll be going to Linton for the Linton Shootout. West Hope Newburgh and Linton HMB. That should be a good one. Number 1 versus number 10. Napoleon and Center Stanton, along with Strasburg, Zeeland, and Glenelg and Hebron. as some prelim games to that big one, the West Hope Newburgh and Linton HMB. Horace and Minot on Saturday, along with Dickinson and Minot High in hockey on Saturday afternoon as well. A big week here on the PSP Network. All right, fans, this puts a wrap on our Magic Towing intermission report. If you blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing. You mentioned PSP, and you save $50 off your next tow. Third period comes up next here from the VFW Sports Center in Bismarck. End of 2. It is Mandan 4, Bismarck High 1, and this has been your Magic Towing intermission report.
Fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Getting set for period number 3. Mandan on top 4-1. Let's give you a quick BNC scoreboard update. End of 2, South Shanley and West Fargo tied at 1. Williston has defeated Hazen Buellin at 8-1. Hey, down to Wachter Ice Complex. End of 2, Minot and Century scoreless heading to the 3rd. Red Rivers defeated Devils Lake 3-1. Grand Forks Central on top of Davies 4-1 at the end of 2. Legacy at the end of 1 out in Dickinson leads 1-0. There's your BNC scoreboard update. All right, Mandan, they were out here stretching.
Yeah, Bismarck's a little slow to get the party started here, but that could be a little gamesmanship too on Steve Dora's part. Make sure we don't call him Stevie. Yeah, you have to ask him over a family dinner at some point in time about the time I kind of got on all the guys in Dickinson, and we were yeah, Steve still didn't like the analogy I gave for him, so I'm sure he remembers very well.
Okay, all right. Now I got something to recollect if I can remember it.
It was an epic coach's rant.
Okay.
It's still talked about amongst the coaching staff today, the staff that I worked with.
Mandan has it in for Lobeck, and now Colton Johnson joins the action along with Lobeck on the near wall. Center on the end boards. And Bismarck High's Elias Johnson tries to get it over to Schneider. Wolf puts the body on Lobeck. Just underway here in period number 3, and now the Demons might have a developing 2-on-1. Schneider tried to tip it ahead to himself. Good deep play there by Brady Langang. Schneider back on it. Richardson had a chance. Instead, Beaver gets it ahead to Jers. Logan Blair weaves through some traffic, and now it's loose in front of the Demon bench. Bismarck High Richardson overskates it a bit. And here comes Renner. Gets it to Jers. Jers, Renner, and Blair line has been pretty good tonight. A little soft backhander, loose in front, rebound. Blair whacking at it. And nothing ever got to Owen Dieter that time. Oh, what have you liked about this Jers, Blair, and Renner line?
Yeah, they seem to work the puck pretty good together down low, and they're generating some offense.
Well, it's a pretty good mix for that line too, because you got some grit in that Renner and Blair, and then you got Jers with them, and he can obviously skate and score with the best of them. And you can't have just 3 speed demons out there at any one time. That usually doesn't work very well.
No, you got to put your lines together with a little bit of everything. I mean, that's kind of the key. I mean, you certainly want 2 guys usually that can play together, that move the puck and whatnot. Then you always need that meat and potato guy that'll go down and dig it out of the corners and back check and play defense. So.
Well, we had a 1-2-3 car pile up there a moment ago as Logan Renner plays it backwards.
Ooh, they could have got too many men on the ice. Oh, but I'm thinking they did. Oh, yeah, we knew he was coming out of the woodwork.
Well, as soon as that thing got sent right back, and it didn't touch anybody, which is usually the telltale sign, but as soon as it just gives everybody's attention right back into the vicinity, right?
Oh, right. It looked like Jeff Ball was going to let it be, and now it's too many men. So Bismarck High will go on the power play. Good for them. I mean, it's this again. Bismarck High definitely needs to try and get a goal here to try and close the gap here to make this a hockey game right now. So we'll see what happens.
And now you get Jers is the one in the box. That's one of your good PK guys as well for Mandan. Bismarck High with their 4th power play of the night. They're 0 for 3. Shot from the point. Walsh had time and space to see that. One-timer for Wolf here, and Bismarck High loses possession, and Skalski whacks it down for Mandan. Johnson back to get it for the Demons. 1.5 left on the power play for Bismarck High School. Man, if you want to get back in the game, tally one here if you're the Demons. Get it back to a 2-goal game. Maybe get some momentum back on your side, but Mandan's having nothing of it right now as the Demons can't get organized with the man advantage. Kraus causing some duress. Richardson carries it in. Skates through some people, loses the puck, loose, and Bismarck High got a whack on it there from Feist. Now another penalty coming. Bismarck High is going to go up 2 men.
No, I think Bismarck High is going to even it up here.
Oh, just the way the play went on, because Bismarck had possession and they were touching the puck. And okay, yep, it is indeed, as you said, Mike. Easton Richardson going off for the Demons. So that'll negate 53 seconds of the man advantage for Bismarck High School. They'll play 4-on-4 for 53, and then Mandan will have 1:07 of their own power play.
Easton Richardson, 2 minutes slash.
2 minutes for slashing for Richardson.
Richardson, 2 for a slash. 3:37.
And they'll get reorganized here on the draw. Anderson. As the puck pops out, and Dylan Anderson with a quick shot. Walsh steers that aside. And a big hit by Schneider. 4-on-4 hockey for another 35 seconds. Skalski taps it off the wall to Trinity Anderson. He comes in with Olberg. Anderson tries to center it right through the crease. Bismarck High back with Steen. Steen still has it. Ooh, tried to center it out front. Tanner Freeze couldn't get a stick on it. Shot blocked at the line. Bouncing puck. Now Mandan's got a 2, maybe a 3-on-0. As here comes Mandan. Nobody wanted the puck. Are you kidding me? And we're back at full strength. Oh my goodness, now a shot off the side of the cage for Mandan. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that.
Not on a breakaway.
Oh, let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay of that one. Mike, I want you to dissect this for us as you had a developing 2, maybe a 3-on-0, and nobody from Mandan goes and gets it.
Nope. Oh, that's a tough one.
Good hustle by the Demons to get back into play.
They didn't give up on
it. They were motoring to get back in it. Now Mandan has 53 seconds of a man advantage. Beaver sends it over to Jors. Tried to seam a pass. Now he does. Off the stick of Kraus. Braden loses it, and Bismarck High slaps it out the center. Good play there by Justin Steen of the Demons. 28 seconds left on the man advantage for Mandan. Beaver in deep. Lurking. Beaver now back out to the point. Goes to Jors to the right dot. Stick handles there. Jors in the slot. Back out to Beaver. Tic-tac, and the puck gets blocked and sent out by Bismarck High School's Steen again. Walsh out of the net to play it. Quickly back is Jors. Skating through traffic. Looking for Brew in the slot. Poked away. Now Skalski lays some lumber. Loose puck in the slot. Off the play by Logan Blair. Ulberg holds the line. And Bismarck High wraps it off the glass and down. And that'll be icing tonight. Brought to you by Shields. Shields of Minot and Bismarck, every sporting good possible, along with fashion and footwear. Find them online at shields.com. Shields is a proud sponsor of the PSP Network. No scoring here in period number 3. Bismarck got the first goal tonight. Mandan led 2-1 at the end of one. They extended that to 4-1 with 2 second period goals, did the Mandan Braves. Good play there by Schwark, the freshman. Tried to get it ahead off the wall. Mandan's Trinity Anderson. Man, he can skate. Here comes Trinity. Throws it in front. Oh, just too far for Bryson. Back out to the line. Big hit as the puck is loose. Still loose. Backhand. Oh, what a save by Dieter. Now a penalty's coming. Yeah. Mandan is going off. And the Demons are getting another chance at a power play. The power plays for both teams have not been good tonight. Bismarck High's 0 for 4. They're going to get their 5th chance. Mandan's 0 for 2 on the night. One of them was an abbreviated power play. As we'll get the official call here, Chance Bryson is going off for Mandan.
Yeah, once again, I mean, if Bismarck High wants to claw their way back into this game, this is a must score power play. I mean, you got to try and get one, and then maybe get the goalie out at some point. Try to make it a 1-goal game, but
Quentin Wolf, shot, rebound. Schwark was lurking, and now Bismarck High loses a skate, and it's flipped down. Dieter out of the net to play it. Quentin Wolf back to get it. Bismarck High gets the power play rolling. Elias Johnson plays it backwards, and here comes Richardson. He steamrolls into the zone. All the way to the net, and Walsh looks at Richardson, and he's whacking at him.
Easton's close. He's only a sophomore, but as he plays more and more games, he's going to get more and more. He's gonna be able to find his spots. There's no doubt about it.
That little play there at the end, when the goalie's on top of that puck and somebody's whacking at it, in most leagues of hockey, somebody's going to take offense to that. And Mandan did a little bit, but it was so late that if they would have done anything, they were gonna go 2 men down.
Yeah, the game has changed, because if you ever did that back in our era when I was playing, it was it'd be 5 guys coming after you.
Somebody was getting tea kettled.
Oh yeah.
Richardson, as bodies fly, you get a couple car pile up at center again, as now cross ice it comes. Demons just lofted in. Feist plays it around the wall. Back to Johnson. Dumped in back deep. Feist will go get it. Back out to the line to Hamlin. Gabe. Back to Feist on the near wall. Back to Hamlin. His shot with traffic in front. So Schwark was posted up in the slot. Goes wide. Feist. Back out to Johnson. Mandan thought that escaped the zone, but it didn't. Seam pass across to Feist. Was tipped just slightly. Bismarck with 23 seconds on the man advantage as Richardson bodied off the puck. Trinity Anderson almost had a shorthanded chance, and now you do. As here comes Kraus. He will shoot high and wide. Shorthanded opportunity there for Braden Kraus. And we're back to full strength. Cameron Beaver working it out to center ice. Schnell will wrap it around to Schneider. Skips over his pads and body, sent across to Jers. Looking out front, Loback couldn't get any stick on it, and it harmlessly floats into Owen Dieter. Well, Bismarck High has had chances tonight. 0 for 5 on the power play are the Demons. Mandan, now their power play is 0 for 2 tonight, and that's 1 for 16 on the season now for the Mandan Braves. That's something that the Braves are going to have to get figured out if they're going to pick up some W's and pile them up in succession here.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they got enough, good personnel to where you can have a decent power play. I mean, that's just something they're going to have to work on and hopefully get better throughout the course of the season.
I just looked at my score feed app, and it still shows 0-0 Century and Minot. Maybe haven't started the third period. Shot rebound. Brew put it on net. Loback looking for his second goal tonight. Slammed it wide. Bismarck High takes the body in the corner. Mandan comes out of there with it. Their centering pass is tipped, and...
Oh, no, Jeff must have had enough. He was getting, teed him up. Boy, we got some. They're not having her tonight.
Yep. Well, Bismarck's going to have their 6th chance of the evening.
Mandan Braves penalty on sportsmanlike conduct on the bench. Serving the bench penalty.
Teed him up.
Oh, I love it.
Caden Loback will be serving the penalty, but he didn't do anything.
No, he's innocent.
He's an innocent bystander. As the Demons go on the man advantage again. They try to cross ice one, couldn't do it. Oh, almost a chance for Loback behind the Braves defense, or the Demon defense. They're going to get a hand pass. Everybody's a bit agitated right now.
Just a little.
You got the Demon bench up. The Mandan bench, obviously, just got tapped. It's been an interesting third period. I mean, no scoring in it, but it hasn't lacked action. There's been this is the 4th power play here in the period.
Yeah, been some fisticuffs, a little bit of everything.
Harrison Schnell back, plays it ahead to Tanner Freeze. Bismarck with the man advantage, trying to get organized in their own end. Mandan trying to plug up that center ice area. Yeah, Schneider had it taken away. Jers with a head of steam, shorthanded. Stick handles, and good play there by the D. Schnell looked like he was beat, but he hung around long enough to make a play. Bismarck High tosses it back out off of Mandan. Freeze in for the Demons. They get it down and deep. And it's sent back down by Mandan as Justin Steen couldn't get in there for Bismarck High to set up the man advantage. Demons really haven't even gotten organized on this power play. Haven't even gotten into the zone, really.
No, it's been kind of scrambly.
Mandan picks it up with Piccolo. Demons send it in with Quentin Wolf. Picked out of there by Schwark. Carson out to the line to Wolf. Sends it across. Low shot is blocked by Hamlin. And here comes Braden Kraus. Short-handed, is going to look to sweep one around and wrap it around, and Dieter just has to fall on it with 25 seconds left in the man advantage. Bismarck High has had chances. This is their 6th power play here of the evening. They're 0 for 5, and they got 25 seconds left on this man advantage with 6:07 to play in the contest. Reminder, after the game, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Team buses are always welcome. Oh, good play there by Skalski. Good hit on Ian Feist. Feist gets back up and sends it in for the Demons. Back to play is the captain, Beaver. Wraps it off the glass, and it can't be held in by Bismarck, and it's chipped ahead. Piccolo on the rush. Shoots, and a blocker save for Owen Dieter. Lowback throws it back out, looking for Beaver. And Mandan has Briscoe Kingsley out there. As here comes the Braves again. Bryson in working hard, along with Beaver. Johnson comes out of there with it for the Demons. 5 minutes to play in the contest. Shots are now 20. Oh no, loose puck. Oh, and too much passing there by the Mandan as they had a chance to possibly shoot that puck from the far side slot. Didn't pull the trigger. 27-19, your shots now in favor of Bismarck High School, or in favor of Mandan, I beg your pardon, is 27-19. Mandan out shooting Bismarck tonight. Mandan on top 4-1. As part of our post game tonight, we'll also bring you our Spas Etc. move of the game. And we'll give you our MVP of the contest tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips. You can check in online with a hairstylist today. It's sportclips.com. I need to get my lid busted up a little bit before I'm going to Arizona on Saturday. As there's a high risk shot by Dylan Schneider. Off the glass it comes. And standing on the doorstep there was Justin Steen, but he couldn't get a shot on net. Tapped out to the Bobcats logo. Twisted around by Fuchs. He was looking for Steen. Mandan has it. Langgang cross ice. Hewitt settles it down. And a low shot off the pad for Logan Hertz. 4th line out there for Mandan. And now the Demons with a rush with a D-man, Gabe Hamlin. Gabriel slams on the brakes, and he gets bodied off the puck there by Logan Hertz. Nice play. And back comes the Braves. Grayson Krause leading the charge. Now, we didn't see much of this 4th line the other night against Legacy, but Mandan getting some time for all 4 lines tonight and all 3 D pairs. That's the luxury of being up 3, I guess.
Well, it is, and it's early in the season. You want to try and get as many guys, exposed to it as you can. And then I know they didn't have the JV game tonight, so
sure.
Another way to get some more playing time in there as well. So
as Bismarck High twists one off the glass, played back by Brew. Mason up ahead to Krause. Back to Brew, shovels it in. 3:10 to play in the contest. 4-1 Mandan. Bismarck. Freeze. Oh, a hit from behind. Yeah, that's going to send Mandan into the box again as
roughing.
Colton Johnson's going off for the Braves. I think it was Colton Johnson. Well, at some point in time, water's going to seek its level. 7 power plays.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, right now, I guess if I was Bismarck High, I'd pull the goalie. I mean, you're down 3. You have to score here.
That's your old Dean Blaze.
Yeah, you just. I mean, what? So if they get one, you lose 5-1, or you get one 4-2. Now you're in a hockey game. You know what I mean? So you gotta try and figure out a way to get a goal. I mean, you absolutely have to score here.
2 minutes roughing for Lowbeck is off. Krause in shorthanded. Lost the handle. But time escaping here with under 2:40 to play in the game. 1:40 left on the man advantage for the Demons. And out to Freeze. Comes over to Steen. Off his stick, Beaver. As Bismarck High gets it in deep. But good work there by Beaver. Good clear out there by Renner, and it comes out to center. Schnell just fires it right back in. And Mandan sends it right back down. Dieter out of the cage. And up ahead, you can just see the frustration kind of building for Bismarck High.
When you're 0 for 7 on a power play, it does get frustrating.
And it's just a little off, too. It's the little stuff, these little outlet passes, the little escapes, the things in your own zone. You can't tidy those up and get some tape passes and get the whole thing get the whole thing rolling.
Right there. I mean, it's just a little off to be able to gain the zone and gain momentum and get it set up.
Richardson bodied out the puck by Langgang, but Richardson still has it. Bismarck High now gets organized. Out to the line to Johnson. Now to Wolf. Wolf, his shot wide. Richardson has it. 20 on the man advantage for the Demons. Shot from the point. Bouncing puck. Hits somebody in front. Schwark had a chance at it. Batted around by Skalski. Bismarck out to the line again. Shot from the point, high and wide for Johnson. Down to 5 on the power play. Down to 2, shot out front. Schwark couldn't get any lumber on it. Mandan back to full strength. Sharp angle shot from the wall for Johnson. Oh, and now you get a 2-car pileup. And here comes Logan Renner in against Johnson. Joining the action now is Colton Johnson, who has it for Mandan. Looks to center it. Back out to the line to Langgang. Down to 30 seconds to play in the contest. Mandan is going to win this one as Mason Brew fires one that hit traffic. Johnson plays it back to Langgang. Back to Johnson. Bismarck High. Richardson tries to send it ahead to Schwark. And we're down to 10 seconds to play in the contest. Langgang. Well, it hasn't necessarily been.
Now we're going to have more fisticuffs here at the end.
The Braves and the Demons.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, Bismarck High put up a fight, but 0 for 8 on the power play, and that will do it tonight from the VFW. It wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing, but nonetheless, it's a W on the road for the Mandan Braves. Those are not easy to come by in the WDA. And we'll come back and wrap this one up on our Magic Towing, our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. A final score on your BNC National Bank scoreboard is Mandan 4, Bismarck 1. Postgame comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Back in our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, where they're looking for a full-service financial plan, planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. You can visit them online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads get filled up in their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. We'll get you a B&C scoreboard update. We've got our MVP of the game coming up. We'll set our upcoming calendar and our move of the game. Also brought to you by Spas, etc. tonight. But first, here's the numbers as Mandan comes across the Big Muddy and picks up a WDA win tonight. They win at 4-1. Mandan outshoots Bismarck 28-20. Owen Dieter with 24 saves tonight. Mandan, Jacob Walsh has 19 saves. Neither team, they're combined 0 for 10 on the power play tonight, so the special teams will get some work in practice upcoming as Bismarck High 0 for 8 on the man advantage tonight. Yeah, you only put one in the back of the net, but man, Bismarck had chances tonight on the man advantage.
Well, right, and we talked about it a couple times. I mean, if they could get one of those to fall at some point, and then all of a sudden it tightens the hockey game up a little bit, but they weren't able to capitalize, and final score 4-1.
Now there's your numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. Next action for Bismarck High will be on Thursday. They'll be on the road at Jamestown. Next action for the Mandan Braves, they will be on home ice next Tuesday against the Century Patriots. All right, it's time now for our move of the game, brought to you by Spas, etc. Been business for 22 years. Top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, tanning bed sales and installation services. Also got billiard tables and gazebos tonight. Been doing it since 2001 through lasting relationship with their valued customers. Here's your Spas, etc. move of the game. It was the goal number 3 for the Mandan Braves tonight. And the play at the very end of this, the kind of carbon copy of a couple goals tonight for Mandan. You know, that you get a shot from Colton Johnson, and then how about that play by Lobeck at the very end of that? He was tangled up, somehow got that left arm out there with his stick and just kind of popped it in.
He looked like Inspector Gadget, where they were able to, like, Gojo or whatever they call that thing. But yeah, he was able to kind of reach around, get a stick on it. That's a big goal for that at that time of the hockey game too.
Yeah, and good work by our camera crew as well. Johnny Haug and Johnny on the spot to get that one. As there's your move, etc., or Spas, etc. move of the game tonight. The goal by Caden Lobeck, his first of the season, gave Mandan a 3-1 lead. Spas, etc. billiard tables, gazebos, spas, hot tubs, sauna, tanning bed sales, installation services in the Bismarck Mandan area. Thanks to them for bringing you our move of the game. All right, a lot of action upcoming. We showed you this a couple times tonight. Next hockey action on the PSP Network will be on Saturday. Dickinson and Minot High, and you got a whole host of basketball action along with wrestling on Thursday night. Be sure to like and follow us on our social media platforms of Facebook and Twitter, and like our YouTube channel as well. That way you can be notified every time we go live. All right, we'll get you a BNC scoreboard update in just a second, but first, our MVP of the contest tonight brought to you by Sport Clips. They keep you looking your best. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And hey, you have a goal and an assist tonight. Carson Jers, the leading point man for Mandan on the season, just tacks on a couple more points. And this was a nifty play here, our MVP highlight for Carson. Off the draw, sneaks one into the back of the net.
Yeah, those are always, you warn your centerman, on the defensive side of things, don't let the guy walk you. And that's one of those things where, he saw an opening, he took it, and he was able to find the back of the net.
And as a goalie, I mean, you're ready for that, but you're not really ready for that.
Right. I mean, it's tough because now with the way the goalies are, they kind of go down and they expose that upper part of the net. And guys are not afraid to throw pucks up that way. And, that's where you see a lot of goals like that scored in the NHL these days, too.
Yep. Yeah, nice play there for Carson Jers. His first goal of the season. He's got 5 assists now in the season, 6 points for Jers, and he is your MVP of the contest tonight. Sport Clips is home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing makes you feel like that experience, and congratulations, tonight's game MVP, Carson Jers, the senior forward for the Mandan Braves. All right, last thing for us is we're going to get you a quick BNC scoreboard update before we sign off tonight. One game of interest, Minot now leads Century 2-1 with 5 minutes left in the third. Williston picks up a WDA win tonight over Hazen Beulah, and Legacy still leading 1-0. That's at the end of 1 now out in Dickinson. All right, a couple post-game highlights to send you off on the road tonight here on our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show. First one, I got to remember what I put in here now. Oh, this was the goal that started the affair for Bismarck High School, the tally for Dylan Schneider. There you see it. It was tied up for just a second, and there you see it in the blue paint and in the back of the net as Dylan Schneider picks up the goal tonight for the Bismarck Demons. There's highlight number 1. And then you saw the play by Lobeck a moment ago. Watch this one now. This was the 4th goal of the night for Mandan as Logan Renner off the shot from Logan Blair. You had Lobeck with an assist on there as well. Almost carbon copies.
Yeah, they were same goals.
Go to the net, backhanded in. Nice plays there for the Mandan Braves. All right, hey, partner, that was fun.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. And like I said, I look forward to watching all the different sporting events throughout the course of the year. It sure makes my winters go a lot faster, that's for sure.
Well, absolutely, and the seat is always open anytime you want to
appreciate that.
Come back and do some more games. We certainly appreciate it. All right, that'll put a wrap on the broadcast tonight. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including BNC National Bank, for bringing you our scoreboard tonight. Pregame brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. And we didn't have any timeouts tonight. They'd be brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Our instant replay, Ryan Framler Dealership brings you that. ServPro Power Plays, you had a ton of those tonight, 10 of them as a matter of fact. Nobody tallied any of them. Magic Towing brings you our intermission report. Postgame brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Player of the game is Carson Jers tonight with a goal and assist. And your low bet goal is a Spas Etc. move of the game. All right, that'll put a wrap on it for our team tonight. Great job by our producer, camera operator tonight, John Haugen. For Mike Peluso, Todd Domrey is repeating your final score. It's Mandan picking up a WDA win tonight, 4-1 over the Bismarck Demons. Thanks for joining us, fans, and until next time, so long from the VFW in Bismarck.
Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you?